When you watch a good player break and run at pool, you'll probably notice some good potting and positional play. But to break and run consistently, you need a bit more than that. There's something all the top players do. Most of the time it's not even visible, but I'm going to cover it off in this video to help you improve your game. If you've never had a break and run before, or you just get one every so often, then this video is going to help you start to get them far more regularly. When you start playing pool, you don't tend to get taught this skill, it's just something that you pick up. If you've never had a break and run before, or even if you get one in say every 10 breaks, I guarantee I know what you do when you come to the table. I bet you look maybe 1, 2 or possibly 3 shots ahead. However, when the professionals come to the table, they plot out their full finish in advance. They work out the exact order that they're going to pot them in, where they're going to pot them in, and how and when they're going to tackle any problems that are on the table. It might sound obvious, it might even sound easy, but it's not. The good guys are just so good at it. And being good at it makes the finish easier, which makes the good guys even gooder. There are some common things that you should look out for in every finish. I'll attempt a break and run just now, and hopefully a few of these will come up. I'll talk through what I'm planning, thinking and doing at each shot, and hopefully by doing that we can get you to the point where you're making more finishes. So let's jump on in. So the first thing I look for when I come to the table, and it's the only time that you really do this, is see if I've got a pot on both colours. What you tend to do is you work backwards in pool, so you look at the black and you think about what would be the best ball, your best last ball to get on the black, and then you kind of plot your position back from there. But there's no point in doing that if you go, oh, reds are brilliant, but then you've not got an opening shot in the red. So this is the only time really that I'll look at playing forwards. So I'll look to see if I've got a pot on each colour. You know, I've got an easy yellow there. We've not really got an easy red. I could plant this yellow onto that red and make it. So I'm starting off going, I've got an option on both colours. Then you tend to look at if you've got any awkward balls on the table. So for the yellows, this one is slightly awkward. It'll go in that pocket. Once I move that one out the way, it'll go in the middle, but you need to get quite precise position there. That yellow, slightly awkward because it's near the cushion. And if I was going yellows, then working back from the black, you would clear this lot first, because you don't want the cue ball travelling about a lot. So you would focus down that area of the table first, and then come up for these 2 balls here. Now this one isn't actually great for getting on the black, because the black goes in that middle there, and then it goes in here and here. So you would probably play that one to get on this ball, and you would probably pot it and screw the white back to about here, play this one, and then play the black in there. So that's probably the preferred route for the yellows. I would just need to work out what order I take these in. For reds, the reds look easier, you know, in about here is quite easy, but it's a bit difficult to start off with, because I would have to play the plant to start with, and then this ball is slightly awkward as well. It goes into this middle, and it goes into this middle, but to get on that ball, I need to be this side of it. And I'm not too sure I can get there from the first shot. Possibly could. I could possibly play this yellow, plant it onto there, play top right hand side so the white ball hits off here and comes down this way. Now if I get that shot, then really I should be winning the frame from there. Whereas the yellows, the start of them is quite easy. But it gets a bit awkward once I get up there, because all the reds are kind of in the way of the black. I think, you know, one of the basic principles that I teach is that you know, you should try and deal with any awkward balls as soon as possible. And this is probably the most awkward. Now, if I went yellows, the only way that I can get on that is off my second shot. So I would have to pot this one in here, try and leave myself an angle on this one to screw back over there. Now that can go wrong. And then that one's slightly awkward. You know, it's not easy to get from that ball to that side of the table. Whereas with the reds, this is awkward ball. What I can do is plant this, play with top right hand side to get the white ball over here. So I can get on the awkward ball straight away. And you know what? I'll play to leave the white, you know, round about this area, because when I pot that, I should have, you know, even if I end up straight, I'll have one of these two up into that pocket. So I should have an easy one. And if I hit it too hard, leave myself here, I've got that red ball in there. So here's the order. We plant that yellow onto the red, we play top right hand side to leave the cue ball somewhere about here, pot this one into here, and then we'll leave ourselves, I'm going to say we come and we leave ourselves about there to pot this red into that top pocket. It might be easier to leave ourselves here. Pot that red into there, because this one's slightly awkward. It does go in there, but you need to leave your white round about there to get on it. Whereas if I take it up into the top pocket, it's out the way, and then these two are quite easy. So I can pot that up there. I can then pot this one into here, leave the white here, pot that one into there, leave the white there, pot that red into there. That red's nice to get on the black in the middle. So let's give that a go. I think it's all about this first shot. That's landed nicely. I got into that one slightly too much. So if I pot this, the white ball's going that way, it's no real problem. You know, I could take that one first, I could leave the white there, cut this one into here and bring the white back down here, but this one actually goes in that bottom pocket. So I can actually just pot it and just bring the cue ball back a couple of inches. Obviously choosing the right order, working out your last ball and tackling any problems early in pool is important. But unless you can pot and play position, then that skill itself isn't all that useful. To start potting more balls, it's important to have a really great aiming system. If you miss a lot of shots and want to start getting better, then watching this short video on screen just now will start to help.